navigate across to the left-hand side under Invoices, click that. And there's a couple ways to start your first invoice. You can start by creating your first invoice here by clicking this link, or you can come up to the top right-hand corner where the button is, click this, and you can select Invoice. And on the Create Invoice page, you'll see that you've got your active customers here with this drop-down, the currency. You also see that you have the payment options here with the currencies to choose from in this drop-down. Also the time to payment, which you can select either 7, 14, or 21 days. So for example, I will select 7 days and I'll select euros. The time of payment is used to calculate the due date, and that starts from the day your client approves the invoice request. Next, you add your invoice line items. Every invoice will at least need one line item. For example, you can invoice a whole month's work in a single line item. You can enter in a description, for example, April 2026 services. And for the type, you can select service. And for units, you can choose hours or pieces. Hours is the most common way to charge for your time. If you're charging for a project, milestone, or a work package, pieces may be more suitable. Enter in your quantity and your unit price. GloPay will automatically calculate your line items total for you right here and your overall invoice total here. After the line items, you have comments to customer. These will be visible on the invoice for your client to see. And just before moving on, just double check your subtotal here, as well as your total due in the currency that you're expected to receive. If your clients are based in a country where VAT applies, you'll see the VAT calculated and added to each line item and reflected in the total due. You can also attach documents, for example, your timesheet if you wish. However, GloPay does not require any attachments for your invoice. These can be sent directly to your client should you wish. And finally, there's the personal notes section. This is your private notebook for your invoice. Your client doesn't see this. GloPay also recommends not adding any sensitive information here. And once you're ready, hit save. And your invoice will be saved as a draft. It will not be sent to your client at this point. You can still review and edit the draft at any time, or you can leave it and come back and send it later. And when you're happy with the draft, you can go ahead and click send at the top of the invoice, and a confirmation dialog will appear, and it will say your invoice is ready to send. And if everything looks correct, you can click send, and the invoice request will be sent to your client for their review and approval. And there may be a short delay before the client sees it due to data validation, but invoice requests usually are received within the same business day. After setting, you will notice that your invoice status is in waiting. You can track your invoices on the invoicing page, which lists every invoice you have created. And once your client reviews the invoice and accepts the invoice request, the status will be updated. And after they pay, there will be a short delay in the status changing to paid. Our system reconciles incoming payments against open invoices regularly. You also receive an email once the funds are available on your balance and ready to withdraw. And once the funds are available to withdraw, you can click here to withdraw your funds. And that's how you create and send an invoice through GloPay. Next is learning how to withdraw your earnings.